maybe a mystery team. Alex Bregman, John Heyman said, has a separate 6-year offer on the table, not the Houston one, with an opt-out after the first year from a team that may not be high on his list.
Take it. Go. It's been too long.
I don't know about that last part, though. What does that mean, not be high on his list?
Probably the Reds again. The Reds are
it's not the Reds.
The Reds are getting Alonso
6 years, 12
no,
into the Pirates, guys.
Yeah,
the
White Sox.
Because Trevor, some of the data people have been like, "Oh, Bregman's not going to work out if he's in Detroit. That's not the place for him." Although some of those same people also were all up and against Juan Soto hitting the amount of homers that he did last year, and he figured it out. I know Bregman's a different hitter, right, and has the pull pop and had Houston, but I think he could still hit in Detroit.
Yeah, I think he's just a good bat-to-ball hitter anyway. He's a good player. He's going to figure it out. He's going to make adjustments. Yeah, is he going to be as good as he was in the Astros? In some ways, no. He doesn't have the Crawford boxes anymore, okay? But he adjusted how he played because he had those. And I think he's good enough to make adjustments the other way as well. So, yeah, maybe the homers aren't going to be there, but he's a, Gold Glove third baseman. Who doesn't want that, especially with how they're trying to figure out what to do with Colt Keith, and if they're going to have Torkelson at first, if they're going to play Colt Keith there, like the corner thing is a little bit up in the air for pretty much every team, but them most likely. So he fits well, and then returning to Hinch, they got that going too, that connection. So it would just make them better. It makes a lot of sense. They could do it.
Where's from? You think? If you had to take a guess.
What do you think? Whoa, hold on.
Yeah, because that's a little touchy.
But also, just where do most insiders go?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's got to be true.
But also, there's plenty of information that comes from teams. But when you learn about players and signing and all that, there's often info coming from reps. But
that's not.
It could be Toronto.
Ew, look at you.
The only reason I would agree with you is because of the last part of that. The very last part said
not high on his list.
Not high on his list.
Maybe he doesn't want to go.
It's no shade. It's no shade against Toronto. It's not like maybe he just doesn't think, or any team that it is, that team's that good.
Yeah.
Like now they just got Max Scherzer. When did he say? Was that not high on their list? It's like the whole Arenado to the Astros. He's like, not now. Like I don't want to get traded there now.
That wasn't a top spot for him.
No.
Wasn't it?
I don't know why he's crazy, but
he's crazy.
It was
that's
not
a whole
high on his list.
That's a whole other topic, but not high on his list. Ooh, well, they got Santander. Let's check back with Bregman. Oh, they got Scherzer. Let's check back with Bregman. Oh, well, maybe he kind of wants to. Yep. Maybe that kind of brings Vladdy back because I'm going to play with Bregman for 5 years after this year if it's a 6-year deal. And that's a team that can do it. If it's a true statement, which I believe it is, because why would anybody put something false out there? Not saying Heyman would. Maybe somebody else gave it to Heyman. That's false. But they got money. They got cash. They can do this. And it would bump them big time. It would be a big time bump for any team that gets them, but definitely the Jays.
Yes, exactly. That's my last word here is not high on the list. It's either because you don't want to go to that destination for competitiveness or don't want to be in that city, or you're not a fan of, say, the ballpark, and you are going to plan to opt out after year one, so you want to go to a place where you're going to absolutely smash. So those were my two.
It's getting late, though. It's getting late. You got to figure it out.
All I can think is Trevor saying the Pirates 6 years, $12 million, and he slapped his hand
with deferrals.